Hi, guys. Oh, that sun's bright. I'm going to try to turn this without getting anybody dizzy. I don't know. Kind of hard to get the right angle. Hey, Carolee, how are you? Hi, Ashley. Hi, Terry. Yeah, yeah. I'm hanging in there, I guess. Been a long week. Long week. How are you guys all doing? I hope you're doing good. Hi, Drew. Yeah, it's been a tough day. Um, we got back from the vet not long ago, and we put Bear down. So um, it's been a rough one today. I wanted to come on here to thank you. Thank you, guys. Wanted to come on here to give some thoughts that I had today. Um, Very emotional day. And hi, Miss Joni. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think I had this many tears in my body, but somehow they're still there. I just had some thoughts kind of run through my brain lately, and especially today when I was thinking about Bear and my animals. I trust animals probably way more than I ever trust people. And I think a lot of it has to do with their actions and their verbalization, I guess you could call it. It's real. What you see with the animals is what you get. How they're feeling is exactly how they're feeling. Um, and I think that's why Sorry. I think that's why I connect with animals the way I do. It's on a different level. It's animals, for example, they're hungry, they will express it in the way that they do. For dogs, sometimes it's barking, or maybe it's nudging your leg, or if it's a cat, maybe it's meowing, or maybe they go to their food dish, and that's the way they let you know. Um, but however they tell you they're hungry, or when they're upset, maybe, when my cats, for example, they don't get their way about something, or when they're happy, or when they're excited to see you. It's obvious, not in just the way they vocalize it to you, but it's obvious in their actions. Everything they do and verbalize is genuine. There's no fakeness about them. Um, they're not acting. It's real. And I think, like I said, I know that's why I connect with animals way more than I do people. I think it's because it's much more rare to come across a real human being these days. There's so much fakeness, there's so much facades and hats and masks that people wear. I can't keep track of them all. I really can't. I feel like every time I turn around, I'm seeing a new version of somebody. And then when I see them or talk to them, here comes another personality or another face or another mask or another something. And with animals, it's not that way at all. Um, I don't know how many people. Hi, Wildflower. I don't know how many people have ever had to put down an animal. But when you do, this is not our first time we have had to put down an animal. So because we knew it had to be done, it was the right thing. We wanted Bear to have um, no more pain in his life. We had to sacrifice we had to literally put down our selfish desire to keep him alive. We had to literally start grieving before he ever passed, because we knew that his quality of life, he wasn't able to live as a cat. Hi, love. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. You, when we took our cat in, when we took Bear in, you go into this room, they sterilize everything. It's not like our home, for example, where we don't sterilize every day, or everything is very, like, methodically put away and this and that. And you go into this room, and I will say it's a nice room. They had a couch, a couple couches. They had the boxes of Kleenexes to help you through the journey and all the stuff. And then you look over at the counter and you see the needles and you see the tools laying there waiting for you to finish ending the journey of your cat. And it's very it it feels so final. And I know it's death, so it is final, but it really kind of overwhelms you how final it feels. Hi Paula, welcome. And the thoughts I had today were about how animals, unlike a lot of people, they keep it real always. There's never, you don't ever have to wonder why your cat is meowing at a particular time. You don't have to wonder what they think or feel when they cuddle up next to you and snuggle with you to go to bed. You don't, I never have to question my cat's motives, if that makes any sense. And then there's people. There's people that they will tell you full face this, that, or the other. They will tell you how much they love you, how much they're thinking of you, how much they're your friend, or how much this or that, or how much they hate you, how much they dislike you, how much they can't stand you, whichever avenue it is, whichever emotion. And sometimes when humans tell you things, they're not real and they're not sincere. They're not genuine at all. They're fake. And it just got me thinking today about why I connect with animals the way I do and why I want to do everything in my power to help those that I can help. You guys already know we have a new stray cat. I've already named her Charlie. Although she is not in our house yet, she comes by every night for feeding. We do feel like she has babies in the woods that she's nursing. And I halfway think she is pregnant again by the way she's acting. Animals, they tell you in one way or another what's going on. And hi, Cynthia. Yes, exactly. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the support and love. And I really do appreciate it. I want you to know that every time I tell you guys thank you for coming, thank you for your purchases, or thank you for your support, or when I tell you guys I love you, or when I say you're my friend, I have your back. I'm looking out for you. I actually mean it. There's not a hidden agenda with me. I don't have some ulterior motive as to why I say and do things. But people will judge you and they will go ahead and make that determination, sometimes without asking me first, just casually asking and saying, "Hey, Dawn, there's something that's bothering me. Could you set me straight one way or the other?" We go right into people naturally think the way they think about you and prejudge. And for what? They didn't get it from the horse's mouth first. They just went ahead and judged you based on what they saw or what they heard or what they seen you type or whatever. And it just is mind blowing to me how easy it is for human beings to do this. The judgment. It is unreal. YouTube, I have never seen so many ugly, fake, wannabe, cliquish, ill-intended people in all my life. I really haven't. I feel like half the time I'm in junior high, and I feel like one minute I'm having to stop a fight from happening. The next minute I'm drug into something that I don't want to be drug into. The next minute people are reading me wrong. They are analyzing what I do and what I say to their benefit, advantage in one way or another. And you just get to the point where you're just like, what the heck, people? I wear my heart on my sleeve every single day. When I go to YouTube, there's nothing fake about it. When I say I love you, when I say thank you for your purchases, when I say thank you for following me, if I go to somebody's channel as guest or whatever, it's because I mean it from my heart. I have no ill intent whatsoever. I have never tried to get vengeance on anyone in YouTube ever at all. That is not within me. That's not my heart. People are not always going to like me. I tell you guys all the time, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's shot of whiskey. If I am your shot of whiskey, thank you. That's all I'm saying. Death is so final. You don't get to take back anything. Your last moments or your last things that you say to somebody, that's it. That's it. I've had some people on their own reach out to me, like you folks have, and different ones behind closed doors, and ask me if I'm okay, and placing their condolences for Bear. And first of all, I want to say thank you. I really cannot tell you how much that means to me, but it means the world to know that you do have real friends in this world that want the very best for you. And there's no ill intent. There's no hidden agenda. There's no nothing. I hear a lot on YouTube sentences that start out with the word I. I just want to do this. I want to do that. I want to make these videos. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want A, B, C, D, and E. Nothing wrong with wanting things and nothing wrong with taking control of your channel or your life. But when you knowingly hurt somebody and you can lay down at night knowing you did and thinking, oh, well, that's their problem, they have to live with it, then you might want to reevaluate your thoughts, your life, and what it is to be a friend, what it is to be a good human being, and cross out YouTube. I'm talking real life, whatever, because here's what I want to say. If you're not, people that are in YouTube, if they're not real in YouTube, do you honestly think they're real and genuine in the real world? No, they're not. They're not. It's sad, but they're not. I can say with me, because I can't speak for everybody or anybody other than myself, that I wear my heart on my sleeve. Whether or not somebody takes my heart and takes a sledgehammer and bashes it into 1,000 pieces, that's up to that person. I'm not responsible for them. I'm not responsible for their thoughts. I do enjoy people that come to me if they have any kind of problem. And instead of coming out the gate mad as a wet hen, whether it's a subtle mad where maybe you're not cussing and swearing and calling names, but you can tell when somebody's mad. I think there's some people on YouTube that think I'm stupid and I can't read past their mask, but I can. And I can tell when somebody's mad at me. I can tell when they're upset. I can tell when they're fake. I can tell when they're being genuine, as most people can. But one thing I really, really don't like is when somebody prejudges me in something I do or say. And if they would have just said, Dawn, something's bothering me, I'd like to talk about it, and I want to get your perception on it, and so that we can squash it and continue to be friends and move on. I love it when people can be adults, and I love it when people can embrace the fact that we're all different. Right now, the politics, I don't talk about politics because I don't want, especially friends of mine who disagree with my political view, to say a bunch of things hateful to the person that I want for president or to me or anything. Because just because I have a different view than you doesn't mean that it has to go to that level, because it doesn't. It doesn't have to go to where I can't be your friend anymore if you vote for so and so. Well, if you're that immature, then okay, I guess that works for you, right? But I think it's time for people to get some maturity and realize that if you're going to truly be genuine, then you have to start meaning what you say and saying what you mean. Instead of tiptoeing around it, instead of just bailing and backing out and not getting to any root of the problem. And then when you do get to the root of the problem, when the other person tries to say what they were thinking or doing, you don't double cross them. Go to your next YouTube friend, your next neighbor, your next so-and-so, and start the bashing. And, well, this is what she said, and I'm so pissed. And, it just gets old. And it seems like in YouTube, I've seen this so much, and it's getting worse and worse as it goes. There's just no end in sight. I can agree to disagree with anybody on the planet and still be your friend. We are all individuals. We all have different thinking. We all do things different, and that's the way it should be. We shouldn't all be robots. At the end of the day, we have to respect that person's view, whether you agree with it or not. But half the time I feel like there's a lot of immaturity, and it's just like junior high bull crap. And it doesn't have to be that way. And it's sad. A lot of things happened this week up until the time I had to put down my precious bear. He meant the world to me. He may be a cat, and to some people don't like cats, and that's fine, to each their own. I like dogs, I like cats, I like lots of animals. But I can tell you, sometimes it's much harder to put down a cat for me any day of the week than it is some people. Some people in my life that have passed on, it was a lot easier for me to get through the grief by far than it was my animals, because they're real. They're real and genuine. They don't fake it. When I say I'm your friend, I don't ever try to hurt you. I don't ever get vindictive with what I say and do because that's not within me. And anybody who is truly my friend and knows me like they say they do, they will know, oh man, why would I even think that Dawn was trying to hurt somebody or me or anybody? They would squash it right then and there, that thought, and say, no, that's not the Dawn I know. Dawn would never do that on purpose. But many people that claim to know me in this business don't actually know me. They actually don't. I've had various people get a hold of me about the D issue. Dee has already said what she said on her community page. And that's just about it. I'm not going into detail about collabs I've been in that are no longer. I look at it this way. The only way I can look at it is if somebody wants to rock with me, they will. Just plain and simple. They will put down any prejudgment about me at all and actually get to know me and actually realize that I would never, ever hurt somebody on purpose. If I say, you're my friend, I love you, then you're not going to see me on purpose try to hurt you ever. But you know what? You wouldn't be surprised. You would be surprised, I mean, how many people just, it's almost like they're looking for something to not like me. They're looking for some crack or crevice they haven't investigated about me so that they cannot like me, so that it's easier for them to move away from me. Well, again, I have to say, I'm real. I bleed just like you folks do. I'm not any different than anybody else. But one thing I don't do is I don't wear fake hats and I don't wear masks. I say it like it is. Now, yes, has that gotten me in trouble? Of course it has. I'm no saint. Have I done some things I regret? Of course. I think that's most people in life. If you are human and if you have interacted with anybody on the planet, YouTube or not. But I went through a lot of things, and there were people in my life that knew I was going to put down Bear today. And they chose this week of all weeks to let me have it. Now, I don't know what you guys think, but I don't think a real friend would do that to me. Knowing how much I love my animals, they are my fur babies and who I love dearly. I sat in that room looking at Bear, putting my hands on him, petting him. Trying to feel him, whether he still had a heartbeat. I tried to feel if he was still alive. And if this is not a conversation you can handle, it's okay if you want to leave my channel. That's fine. I understand. But I could not leave that room until I absolutely knew that he was gone. Because in my mind, he was still alive. And I wanted to wrap him up and make a beeline for the door and go home with him. And I was looking at him. And I was trying to will him to be alive. I kept looking at him saying, Bear, please, if you're still alive, let me know. Please, please come back to me. And so I just want you to know that when anybody, we're all going through, first of all, I'm no different than anybody else. Lots of people has put down animals, and I'm not the only one in the world. It's not my first animal I've had to put down. And I just want you to know that everybody is fighting their own battles in their own life. Cross out YouTube. I have real things in my real life that I'm going through that nobody knows. I don't divulge everything. Yeah, some things you guys know. I'm an open book, but not everything. You don't know it all. And we all have things we're going through. And the last thing you should want to ever do is put somebody through hell knowing that they had to put down their precious cat that they love so much. I don't understand how somebody can call me, say I'm their friend, and do that to me. But it has happened this week. And I can tell you this. I will be good. I'll come back to YouTube. I'll be able to auction again. And I'll get through this. It's just another bump in the road. That being said, when I tell you guys at the end of every show to be kind, and when I tell you to speak nice words to people, because you never know when it could be their last moments on this earth, do you really, think about the people that you're upset with right now in your life. Do you really think it's okay, whatever you said to them that wasn't so nice, do you really think it's okay to say those things not knowing whether they're going to live another second on this earth? Some people have no conscience and they can just go to bed at night and be okay with what they've said to you, what they've said to me. And I sit there and I go, how can you live with yourself knowing that a person was in a fragile state and you took straight advantage of that because you felt you needed to? I'm not a perfect person, as I've said before. I also do and say things that are not right. But when it comes to being my friend, I take that so serious because when I'm your friend, when I tell you I'm your friend, I'm truly your friend. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I love you. I want the best. If you're a fellow reseller out there listening to this, I love it when if you knock it out the park and you have sales all night, I'm the one in your corner saying, good job, you knocked it out of the park. I'm so happy for you. I'm that friend. I'm the friend that if you want to collab with me, I'll be there. Yes, albeit sometimes I'm there 2 minutes until auction time starts. I'm not saying I'm the most on-time person as far as I'm on time, but sometimes I'm barely there on time. Granted, that is a flaw that I have to work on. But if I tell you I love you, if I tell you I'm going to be there for you, I am. And I know to God that if my friend were going through something pretty heavy, I would be calling him up. I would be messaging him If they wanted to, if I got no response, I'd leave them alone until they wanted to talk, whatever. But I would not hit them with some bomb of some kind. To be a little selfish at that moment. And I would not do that. I would definitely not do that intentionally. I just don't understand it. So it's really difficult for me to watch people be insincere and tell me, Dawn, I'm your friend. I love you. And I'll be there for you whenever you need me. But then when I really needed some true friends of mine, guess what? Still haven't shown up. They still haven't rang my phone. They still haven't messaged me. And now I'm sure they're going to be the ones, mark my words, that are going to be mad after this video. Because, only the guilty people at what I'm saying would be mad at this video right now. If you're truly my friend, you're not going to be mad at this video. You're going to agree with it because you know deep down that if a friend tells you they love you, they're supposed to back it up. So I just would, when I tell you to be kind to somebody, just know that everybody out there has their own demons, their own skeletons, and their own wars that they're going through outside of YouTube, let alone in YouTube. And it's not fair to prey on them like you're some washed up, disposable person. It's wrong. And you guys know me by now. You know I'm going to tell it like it is. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I'm speaking from the heart because I just put down my cat, who I love so very much. And when I come out here in nature and I see all the animals and I see everything, and I see an animal that is not doing well or is struggling or whatever, yeah, I can't help it. I want to rescue them. I want to take care of them. I want to be there for them. And that's how I am with my friends. I want to be there when they're going through a rough time. I want to call them up. Oh, this happened to you. Are you okay? Do you need me? Sometimes all I can do is give you cyber hugs. I can't hug you, obviously, in the real. Hi, Skylar, by the way. Thank you, Skylar. Guys, thank you so much for your words. They mean a lot to me. I've had an extremely rough week. That being said, so have maybe you and a lot of other people. I'm no different. And trust me when I say this, I know that a lot of you have it way worse than me. I'm not trying to get pity. It's not anything to do with that. I had real thoughts. It's up to you. On the way home about why I love my animals so much. And like I said, it's because they're not fake to me. When they're hungry, they let me know. When they're upset with me, they let me know. But they don't try to judge me and judge what I say and judge what I do to look for a reason to not be my friend anymore so that they can feel free from me and not feel obligated. I don't want somebody to feel obligated to me, not in the real world and certainly not on YouTube. If somebody wants to be with me, they will. If somebody wants to collab with me, they will. They will call me up. They will email me, whatever it is, and say, you know what, Dawn, I would like to collab with you, whatever. And it won't be phony. It won't be fake. Those of you that know me know also I like consistency. I like when somebody says, I'm going to rock with you, they know because this is my sole income. I don't have another income or 20,000 incomes to rely on. This is it for me. And so that's why I have a passion about this, maybe more so than other people, because my bills rely on this. If you can understand that, it's yes, I have fun and I cut up and I smile and I have a good time doing it. That's because I love my job. I love what I do. But it's also because I have to do this, obviously, to pay bills. And if your intentions with anybody in this world are pure, there won't be another motive. There won't be a plan B. Well, if I'm not going to talk to Dawn, or if I don't like her, I've always got this person, this collab, this, that, and the other. A genuine person won't have that. Hi, Jane. I seen you come in as well. I right now don't have a collab. You guys know that because you've seen what D put. Okay. Well, I didn't have a plan B because, I'm genuine and I had a collab. It failed. Okay. So now I have to regroup and rethink and redo and all the stuff. You guys have seen this year that I have been through some collabs. I have been with some collabs that were stellar, top notch. I don't have a bad word to say about them. And then I've had some collabs that went totally south, very badly. And I sit back and go, was that really worth it? Was it really worth it to fight, carry on, talk bad, do this, do that, be as toxic as you can be to another reseller? Was it really worth it? I think people would change their mind if they knew they only had one more day to live. I think right now there's too many people running around that don't take life that seriously like I do. I had a really bad car accident many years ago. And I know for a fact, and that's just one thing. There's other things in my past, but I'm not going to bring them up. That I know for a fact life is too short. You don't have to tell me, I know it. So when I'm a friend to the bone, and lots of times to a fault, as I've come to find out, because it doesn't matter how genuine or how big of a friend you are to somebody. It doesn't mean that they're going to feel the same way about you. And it doesn't mean they're going to treat you like you treat them. It just doesn't. Flat out, it doesn't. You could roll out the red carpet for them every single day of your life, and they could still turn around and spit on you and tell you to hit the road. It is what it is. People that I love, I still love them. I still love people. I can't change people's opinions of myself. I can only move forward. And move forward, there have been people that have come back into my life. Who knows? I may turn around. Who knows who I'm going to be collabing with next? I don't even know, because I didn't have a plan B. Because I am real. And because I didn't have, oh, well, I'm going to go do A, B, and C. I think that that's what I'm going to do next. I don't know what I'm going to do next. All I can tell you is if you're sub to me and continue to rock with me, thank you. And I'll figure it out as I go, because there was no plan B. I didn't have any. When I have a collab, I'm thinking about the other person and I'm thinking about us as a team. So I don't start thinking, well, I need to think about me and screw the other people that I collab with. That's not my thinking. And I don't know what the future will be, but I do know that there is no room in YouTube for bitterness and jealousy. Oh man, the jealousy. Holy cow, the jealousy. The hate, the dysfunction, the drama, the chaos. There's no room for it, man. Whatever happened to growing up and realizing how old you are and that you are not promised tomorrow? So live like you only have today. And if you only have today, then you should probably take advantage in a good way. If you are my friend and you're listening, whether you've had a beef with me or not, and I will encourage, this is what I will say. If you've got a beef with me right now, or if you've had one and you've just stewed on it and you haven't bothered to mention it, hit me up, but do it in an adult way. Dawn, I'd like to sit down with you if you have time. Let's talk about this. I'm not coming into this with anger, I just want to talk about it and see what your thoughts are on the matter, and we will go from there. But I'm your friend and I love you and I want the best for you. So I want to still be your friend. Let's work it out. To me, a true friend will do that. They won't go behind your back and take that knife in the heart, especially on the week that I just put down my bear. And even though I didn't have Bear long, he gave me more love than a lot of people who claim they're my friend. And that is where the sadness comes in. That's where the true sadness comes in, right? So when I go on my lives, you guys know I like to cut up, I like to laugh, I like to have a good time. If you are a person that likes that, then you're probably suitable for my auction. Whether it be you're in the chat, whether you're a reseller, whether you sell with me, whatever. But I am just not up for any more dysfunction and drama in YouTube. It's ran its course. I have forgiven people and I will continue to forgive people. And they are who they are and they're doing what they're choosing to do. I cannot speak for them. I can only speak for myself. And I will tell you that you should choose your words wisely, number one. You should not just think that a person is going to automatically know why you're mad at them. You shouldn't just do that, especially when somebody's real and they're trying to be your friend. They're not going to intentionally hurt. I'm just done with all of it. I really am. If you're real and you're going to say my friend, don't ever, ever say it again unless you mean it. If you're there to support me, support me. If you want to be my friend, I'm going to see it in your action and your words. Like I said, today, I have heard, those of you in the chat, I've heard from you. But there's some people who claim they're my friends who I haven't heard, who have not called me up once and asked how I might be feeling today, being how I just put down Bear. And I never will hear them. You know why? Because they're too busy being bitter towards me and mad and angry. And that is pathetic. I know I care about my friends when they go through their journeys in life that aren't pleasant. Sure, maybe it's not putting down a cat, it's other things. You know, there's all kinds of demons everybody faces. I don't even know the half of them as far as the people on YouTube, because some people choose to be quiet and not mention things. And that's fine too. I understand. Like I said, I'm not going to go on about my problems and things I'm going through because it's private. It is what it is. And we all go through things. But I'm not going to take down any of my friends when they're going through something. That's not how I roll. And I really don't understand it. But if you choose to be with me and rock with me, I wear my heart on my sleeve. And as most hearts are, they're fragile, as far as they can easily be broken. But um, putting them back together, not always. Not always can be done. And when they are put back together, there's scars there. Trust is gone. Sometimes with friends, you have to rebuild trust from the ground up. And that could mean a whole lot of things. Will you see me collab with people I've collabed with in the past? I don't know. I don't have the answers to that because, like I said, I didn't have a plan B because I keep it real. It wasn't, I'm going to excommunicate myself from somebody because I'd rather be doing this in the background. And no, I was in it for a real reason. I was in it to be genuine. I was in it to collab with somebody because it makes it that much more fun. I'm not really a person that likes to do solo runs. It's not my particular cup of tea. That being said, if I have to continue the YouTube journey alone, I will. I don't know what it means. I don't know what or who I will be with tomorrow. I don't, because I didn't have that plan B going on. That's why I tell you guys, I try to keep you guys in the loop of what I'm going to do next, but I don't have the answer other than when I come on to do an auction, I'll be there. There may or may not be somebody with me. I don't know. If I do get to a point where I have a collab, like a permanent collab, I'll let you guys know. I usually keep you guys up to date on what I'm doing. Yeah, love, I understand that. I totally understand that. And by the way, I don't wish ill will on any collabs I've ever had because remember, I've had some collabs that we left on good terms. There is no animosity. Um, I wish them all the best. They chose to do and they want their YouTube channel to be what they want it to be. That's what it should be then. I'm not controlling anybody and I'm not controlling their channels and I don't want to because I have my hands full with my own channel and that's enough for me. I'm not a control freak except when it comes to I get a little bit controlling when it comes to trying to maybe control my cooking or something stupid. Maybe when I'm trying to uh, do my makeup and I'm trying to get it to be somewhat presentable or something oddball. But I'm not a control freak. I don't care to control anybody. Not my cup of tea, you know? So, I don't know. Apparently, I am not part of the collab tonight. I don't know. You might see me on an auction tonight. I don't know. So if you're subbed, you'll know. But who knows? I might do a pop up tonight. I just haven't got my thoughts together. Sometimes us workaholics need to work to get through what we're going through. Sometimes we need to take a break from work and just sign off and not look back for a while. You know, everybody's different. So I am gonna go ahead and sign off here. I do want to thank you all again for your support for me and Bob going through this loss. It's a very hard loss. To those lurkers that are watching this, that are just watching everything I say and analyzing it to the bone like you always do, and so that you can come up with something to say about me or get mad at me, because I guarantee there's some lurkers right now that are mad at me. They're mad because I'm standing up for myself, because there was a lot of things that happened this week to me that was uncalled for. And I would never do it to a friend that I have. I can tell you that. Well, I'm a straight shooter once again, and I'll say it like it is. If you done me wrong, you have a choice, either to make it right with me or to keep on blasting off about me to your other friends, running your mouth, conjuring up these lies, prejudging me and judging what I say on my videos, on my lives, and to other people. You knock yourself out. How about that? Knock yourself out if that's what you want to spend your life doing. But if you're my true friend, you will call me up and say, Dawn, I love you. And I just want you to know I don't want any animosity between us. And I want to see you again. And I just want the very best for you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Gina. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I thank you guys for your kind words. Like I said, I guess, guys, I just know that what I had to do today hurt me. Bear was one of the most beautiful cats in the world that I have ever laid my eyes on. And yeah, the sweetest cat you could ever ask for. Truly was. And I want to thank you all for your kindness. Thank you to the ones that didn't come at me this week with some sort of drama, dysfunction, misinterpretation, or crap starter. Thank you guys to the ones that only want the best for me and did not come at me with drama this week. I really, really appreciate you. To those that caused me drama this week, I'm not supposed to be around stress, and I'm not supposed to be around people that want to cause stress. Health-wise, just so you know. And then today of all days, I had to lay down Bear. So I hope you can sleep well with your anger and your bitterness, but I choose to go away loving the friends I have. If you don't want to be my shot of whiskey, that's fine. You can be somebody else's cup of tea. How about that? I'm not for everybody, and I don't claim to be for everybody. And I don't blow smoke up anybody's bum. I just don't. I tell you like it is. I'm a straight shooter. And yes, sometimes it gets me in trouble, but you know what? When your friends, your own friends, aren't there to support you, the friends, that should be there for you, instead, they're the ones kicking you down. That tells you a lot about their character. And that's all I got to say about that. If you're my true friend, I'll hear from you today. I will. You'll put down your anger. You'll put down your bitterness. You'll put down this facade that, oh, I'm your friend. I love you. But when I talk to so-and-so, man, I'd rather be their friend than yours any day of the week. Because, Dawn, you got some major problems. Yeah, I do. I got some major problems. I do. But, I'm working through my problems. And if you're a friend, you'll be there to hold me up through them. But if you're not my friend, make it known. How about that? Instead of telling me you love me and you're my friend, just come out the gate and say it like it is. No, Dawn, we can't be friends. How about that? Because that's easier for me to swallow. When people just come out and say, Dawn, I don't like you. Dawn, I don't want to collab with you because you are not my shot of whiskey. I'm so sorry, girlfriend, but I can't. I don't like your voice. I don't like your hair. You're too fat. You talk too much. I hate your cat being on the video. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. At least tell me. At least come out the gate and say it. Don't hide behind the mask you're wearing as my so-called friend. Just come out and say it. I can take it. And it's okay that I'm not your shot of whiskey. It's really okay. I will be next week getting Bear's ashes and I will be continuing going through the process of grieving. I cannot promise you what I will be doing in the future or what I won't be. Just watch for me is all I can tell you. And I'll be on at some point. It might even be tonight. I don't know. And if you're going to be in the chat rocking with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world. I don't want you to hate any of my fellow collabs. Do not hate them. Do not cause them any grief. Do not send them any messages of any negativity. They don't need it. They have every right to be here on YouTube just like I do. Hopefully, like I said, the people that claim they were my real friends will speak up, because I don't hide behind any mask. I tell it like it is. And I just know that when somebody's my real friend, they show it, they speak it, they walk the talk, and it's so evident that the whole universe can see it. And when they talk about me to another friend, they talk about me just as nice as they talk to me face to face. They don't go behind my back and start talking a bunch of crap about me. Because I guarantee this video hit some nerves. Because already the messages I've gotten from some people this week have been pretty eye-opening, to say the least. And so I have those lurkers that are watching this, and they will go back and rewatch this and dredge up all this hate in their heart for me because of what I've said today. That's fine. I'm not a person that can live in hate and dysfunction and drama. I can't afford to. I have animals and children. I have adult children that I need to take care of. I have Bob. I have a house. And I have to be good for them. And I can't be with people that choose to take me under, especially in the world's worst time, that they could take me under. So with that, I'll sign off saying what I usually do is please be kind to the next person, to your neighbor, your family member, your friend on YouTube that you claim is your real friend. Please be kind, because you never know whether it's your last moments on earth. And I don't know what you think you're going to go down to the grave with all this animosity and bitterness. It's just stupid. It's childish. I'm too old. I don't have time for it, and I won't be a part of it. I love you all, and I wish you the very best, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody. Bye.